My name is Azan, and I'm the co-founder of AgroIntel, and we were part of the first cohort of AgriDISQovery. And we started off at the DISC offices on the Sayadri campus in March of this year. So quick background, I come from Mumbai. I have spent most of my time working in London, running a venture capital fund out there, and I moved back to India 3 years ago. When I moved back to India 3 years ago, I had joined an NGO that was working with small and marginal farmers in Maharashtra, and that was my entry into the agri ecosystem. I very quickly realized I knew nothing about Bharat or the agri value chains, and I wanted an opportunity to dive deep and really get my hands dirty to understand some of the truer kind of problem statements on what was happening on the ground. The more and more time I spent within the agri ecosystem, specifically diving into specific horticulture value chains in Maharashtra, I realized that there was so much tremendous potential that was just locked up in the ecosystem. And unfortunately, our farmers were not getting the benefit of that. So I joined full time on this entrepreneurial journey about a year and a half ago. And the initial 12 months were very rough, very frankly. Trying to, validate your ideas and theses in agriculture or any entrepreneur is very difficult. Agriculture, is specifically difficult. And we had joined a lot of different incubation programs, trying to get grants from the government. And a lot of those programs, agri-focused programs, didn't really help us validate our ideas. But when I saw the AgriDISQovery 1.0 on Startup India last December, it was, and we saw the partnership with Sayadri, we knew that this would be a golden opportunity, mainly because if you understand the ecosystem, you'll see that Sayadri is the only one that's truly been able to, build a large-scale profitable business and deliver impact at the same time to their farmer members in the community. So long story short is somehow we managed to get in. And after coming here, frankly, our learning and our validations, have been exponential. Purely because you are sitting out here at the core of this campus and you have access to the entire Sayadri ecosystem. And I mean that all the way from obviously Vilas sir to every single head of his agronomy department, supply chain, finance, technology, crop inputs, IoT, hardware. On top of that, you got access to the entire farmer community around here, their farmer directors, all of which are very, very experienced. They've had, thousands of agri startups, frankly, approach them over the last, a few decades. And they're able to very, frankly, transparently tell you what will work and what will not work. So, having that ability to have those honest conversations with, senior stakeholders who had so much exposure saved me a lot of time from going down the wrong path. So that validation, is immensely helpful. Time is the only important thing. You have to learn what to scrap, when to pivot, and what to focus on. And, having them, and having the DISC community behind your back they teach you a bit more like family, right? Versus if you were to approach them as an external vendor, there's a bit more of a hesitancy always, and you aren't able to have a frank conversation. So that was the most important thing. Long story short is we worked with them and we deep dived into our problem statement, over that 100 days, spent a lot of time with various different stakeholders, ecosystem partners and farmers. And at the end, we were able to come up with a very clear solution and problem statement, which was beneficial both for the Sayadri ecosystem and for, the larger agriculture ecosystem. Once we refined that, we went through the process of the demo day, and we were able to secure a 7 crore investment, which is, going to allow us to fuel this journey over the next few years and, hopefully allow us to deliver impact at scale. And, having Sayadri as a strategic investor in our company, is much more valuable than just the capital, frankly. The ability to work deeply with them, will hopefully help us transform, what's happening out here.